discussed the functions and procedures. So today we're going to discuss the triggers. So triggers, it's one of the named block. Okay, so it is very important concept. Okay, what are the named blocks? Procedures, functions, packages, triggers. So we already done in the previous session procedures and functions. So today we're going to see triggers, how triggers is going to working. So just I told you, right, triggers are stored programs. Named blocks means it's going to store in the database permanently, which are automatically execute. So triggers, so you no need to execute. So triggers is automatically executed. Automatically executed means how it is executed. So some other action is going to trigger this. Some other action it will going to trigger. So trigger means automatically at that time it will going to fire. Fire when some other event occurs. Understand? Fired when some other events occurred. That means, so when you are performing your DML statements, whatever it is, DML, insert, update or delete. Suppose you try to insert one record. If it's any trigger is there on that action, so automatically the trigger will going to fire. So the database manipulation, DML statements we can do. The database definition, DDL statements we can use. And database operations, we can going to use it. So whenever you are going to performing these actions, these events, automatically trigger will going to fire. Sir, how this trigger, how to create a trigger, how to use this events level, and what time it is going to fire, is a post trigger or a pre trigger or it's a insert trigger, whatever it is, or it is going to fire the trigger record by record or a statement level trigger, whatever it is. You can going to see those all the things now. What are the benefits we have a trigger? So basically what we will going to understand now, a trigger is a stored program, so which is going to execute it automatically, and this is going to fire when some other event occurs. So these triggers we are going to using DML, DDL, and database operations level. Okay, these are operations level we're going to use. But what is the use of triggers? Benefits of the triggers. Okay. So generating some derived column values automatically. Yes. Generating some derived column. Generating some derived column means, so see, suppose you want to insert some data. Automatically you want to insert some data. Yes. What we are going to using to insert some sequential numbers automatically? What we used so far in SQL? Anyone tell me how we are going to generate sequence numbers?
By using sequences, sir.
Right, by using the sequence. Right, by using the sequence, that is fine. But when we are going to using that one, in which situation it is going to calling that? I mean executed that sequence. In which situation the sequence is executed? Insert statements are okay. Whenever you do insert statement, at that time the sequence is executed and the sequence numbers is inserted into the table. Yes, right? Now,
Yes, sir.
generating some derived column values automatically. That means the trigger is going to pointing out when that insert statement is going to happen. Understand? The sequence is firing, that perfectly fine. But when it is going to, the trigger is going to tell you that when that insert statement is going to fire. Okay, enforcing referential integrity. Yes, we have some integrity issues. So integrity means suppose something you are going to doing on the table. So suppose you deleted one record. Immediately the trigger will fire and it will give the information to the authority and who did this deleting record. Okay, event logging and storing information on your table access. Yes. So you can going to store the information who logged in, who logged off, who inserted, who updated, who deleted, and auditing. Auditing means the same only. All the actions on specific objects. Okay. Synchronous replication of the tables. Synchronous replication of the table means so you can going to like what we can call. So replication of the tables means just it is going to synonyms we created, right? And the synonyms also we can going to use it in this trigger. So we'll understand it, what time it is going to happening and all. So exact word I'm not getting, so I will tell you that. Imposing security authorizations. Okay, security we will going to get. Preventing invalid transactions. Preventing invalid transaction means suppose on specific table you try to delete a record, but that is not the correct action. Unfortunately, you don't know the value of the data. So by mistake you are trying to deleting at the time, it is going to prevent it. Invalid transactions. Okay. Now, so how to do some of the real examples I will tell you. So in banking system, so every month you are going to getting a statement, bank statements or mobile phone postpaid bills statements. How that statements is coming exactly on the specific date? Yes or no? Crores of users, subscribers. So how people will going to get it on time notifications, credit card bills? How these bills and all generating because of the triggers inside lots, thousands of triggers is going to use. Understand? So immediately if you are recharging something, you will going to get a message. How you will going to get it? So inside they are going to creating triggers. Let's see some examples. If you people seen, then you will going to understand it how really these triggers is going to helping. So create or replace trigger name before, after, instead of, insert or update or delete of column on table, referencing old as or new as for each row when condition. This is the trigger statement. Okay. Trigger we have two, right? Executable section as well define section. The syntax is create or replace trigger name of the trigger. So the trigger will going to fire before insert or before update or before delete or next action after insert or after update or after delete, and also instead of insert or update or delete. Of column means on specific EMP column, suppose employee number, on table EMP table, referencing as a old as or new as. Referencing old as means are you going to doing any old item or a new item? Old item means, see, suppose old as, referencing old as means you are trying to updating some old data at that time. So you try to insert some new data at that time. For each row means are you going to execute this trigger on each and every row for each row? If you are not using this for each row, it is going to execute on the entire statement level. And when condition is the true, these all things will going to executed. Understand? You can going to put some condition also. Declare, declaration statements, and then begin executable statements, and exception handling statements. Understand? So now let's see. So syntax is very important. If you remember the syntax, you can easily going to create your examples. Create or replace trigger name. Create replace is an existing trigger with the trigger name. So why you want to R replace keyword? R replace means if it is already there in the object in the database, then it is going to replace that same name. Okay. So before, after, instead of. This specifies when the trigger would be executed. Okay. So when you want to execute the trigger, so you will going to give that action item. So before insert or before update or before delete or after update or after insert or after delete or instead of going to update or insert or delete, you will going to file that. So instead of class is used for creating trigger on views. So only for we are using instead of is will use for views. So suppose you want to create a trigger on views. So keep on mind, very important. So when you are going to creating a table level trigger creating on table based, so then you can going to use for insert and update. Only for views we can going to use for instead of. Okay. So insert update delete is specifies the DML operations of column name means it specifies the column name that would be updated. Okay, and table is this specifies the name of the associated with name of the table associated with the trigger, referencing old and new as n. This allows you to refer a new or old values of the various DML statements like update, insert, and delete. So are you going to updating the old value? Are you going to inserting the new value? Are you going to delete the old value? Like that, it will going to work. For each row, this specifies the row level trigger. So this trigger would be executed for each and every row being affected. Okay. So otherwise, the trigger will execute just once when the SQL statement is executed. So if you are not mentioned for each row, so then it is going to execute the entire statement level. Okay. What type of triggers we have? Row level trigger, statement level trigger. Okay. When condition, this provides a condition for rows for which the trigger would be fired. If the condition is true, the trigger will fire. Okay. Only the valid conditions it will going to fire. Okay, let's see some examples we're going to say. So the following program creates a row level trigger of the customer table that would fire any insert, update, or delete operations performed by the customer table. So this trigger will display the salary difference between the old and the new values. So this is the trigger. What is the difference? It is going to happen the old and new values. Let's see. Okay, right, see. So now create or replace trigger name, display salary changes. Okay, this is the trigger name. Before delete or insert or update on customers. So here we are doing three operations. Before going to see, before, after, instead of, right? Before and after we use it for table, instead of we are used for views. But here, before going to deleting or inserting or updating on customers table, for each row, when new dot id greater than 0, then it is going to execute it. If new id is coming, immediately this trigger will going to fire. So sal difference is new dot salary minus old dot salary. The difference will come, salary difference will going to show it. So I try to update my salary on a customers table. Let me show you. So start from customers, let's see. So we have only two records, okay? We have only two records. Then let's see. Now what I will going to do, I will let's me create it. So now you can see trigger created. Now how do you going to know that the trigger is going to execute or not? How do you going to know the trigger is going to execute or not? Before delete or insert or update on customers, new dot id greater than 0. New dot id means what is this? Where it is coming from? First of all, what is this new dot id? 1 second. id is there, right? So the id is there, 1 2. Now I try to insert some record, insert into customers table. So values, so what are the values we have? id, name, address, salary. So id 3, name Ravi, okay, age 33, salary, address is going to BLR, okay, and salary 3000. Now I try to insert the values into the table. The trigger is going to see the trigger NV salary is invalid and failed to the revalidation. Let's drop it. So I will going to drop this trigger itself. Anyhow, we are going to creating new triggers, right? So let's drop the trigger itself. What is invalid? You can see valid or invalid here. Okay. So this is the one. Let's drop it. Drop trigger name. So hope you people understand drop command how it is working. Okay. Trigger drop.
Yes, sir.
So now one row is inserted. Now you can see. So here it is. We are inserted one row. Now how our trigger is going to fire? So before insert, nothing will going to happen. Salary difference is coming. Is it executed? Nothing. Let's see. Okay. Let me insert one more record. So say the row number 4. Okay. It would be given to 1000. Okay. Let me insert now. Okay. Now it is inserted. Now the trigger is going to fire. Yeah. Can you see now? New salary is 1000. Why salary difference is not coming? See, are you going to execute it first of all trigger? No. You are only going to inserting the record into the table. That's all. What you did, insert into customer values. So you just inserted a record. Now your trigger is fired. So immediately your trigger is fired and you can see the output. Old salary, there is no old salary. New salary is 1000. The difference is null. Tell me why old salary and salary difference is not showing.
For updating, it is visible, sir. For inserting,
No.
this is insertion of.
Right, insert we are doing. Why old salary difference and difference of the salary is not showing? Tell me that one only. I'm not asking update or delete now. Hello.
Sir,
Why old difference is not coming? Why others are not speaking out? It's nothing. There is no old salary. How it is old salary is coming? We are trying to inserting new record. New record means only the new salary is there. How old salary will come? Because there is no old salary. You try to inserting new record. So that is the reason only it is giving new salary. That is the what I'm going to expecting. So try to understand and respond immediately. Okay. Now let's going to delete one record. So I want to delete a one record. So, okay, still why records are not showing? Even I inserted 2 records, but still I'm unable to see any data because commit is not happened. Let's see now. So now you can see 4 records. Okay. So now let's see now. Suppose I want to delete some record row number 2. Now, what we're going to do? Let's clear this one. Delete customers. Delete table name, right? Delete customers where ID equal to 2. What is the ID salary? ID 2 salary 4000. Name is Ram. Okay. Now one row deleted. Now go and see why this is not executed. One second. Let's commit it. Still, it is not executed actually. One second.
sir, delete from, sir.
What from?
From keyword missing, sir.
How such Sai, it's really hard. What from? What delete from, sir?
Delete from.
What delete from?
It is executed, sir.
What executed? Update customers. Okay.
D missing, sir.
What D missing?
Updates.
Okay, I will take care of that. Now what it first tell me that delete what? Delete from
customers table, last statement, sir.
Sai, try to tell me properly what you are trying to saying that. Delete table where ID equal to 2. So I try to delete the record. So what is wrong in this statement?
Yes, sir. In between delete and customers, from keyword is missing.
From keyword is missing. So anyone tell
Yes.
me, is it from is required?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, sir. Sorry, sir.
This is really wrong, Sai. How you are practicing? Are you practicing daily?
Yes, sir.
But how the from keyword is coming? Salary, set salary equal to, suppose, just I want to put it into 7,500, where ID equal to 5. ID equal to, suppose you can take it as a 1 only. Now you can see for ID 1 Koteshwar, her salary is 25, from 25 to 75 it is coming. Okay, now we try to executing. Okay, now let's execute it. One row updated. See now, old salary is 2,500, new salary is 7,500. The difference is 5,000. The trigger is going to find and it is showing. Clear? Understand, right? But still, for delete also it will work. Let's see the delete one also. Let me insert one more record. The record number is going to 5. Okay, one row is inserted. See, old salary is not coming, new salary is coming. This is filed. Now let's delete it. File, delete. One row deleted. So the delete is, why not delete is working means, 1 second. If you deleted, what record is deleted? The condition is true. Then deleted record value should have to show it, but still it is not showing. Okay, before delete. Right. Before delete, it will going to file. So before delete means when we are deleting, that is not it. See, before delete, I think it will not work as first of all. Only after delete, it will going to work. Understand? See, before delete, how trigger will going to fire? How trigger itself, see, the condition itself wrong. Okay. Understand? See, here in this, what we used before delete. Before insert and update, what we are doing? We are inserting, it is after that the trigger is going to firing. All right, 1 second. Before delete, how trigger will going to fire? Let me see, is there any other triggers in this table? Right. So we have this also. You can see update and after update or delete on customers. This trigger also there. Let's drop this trigger also. And add customer audits also. One more is there. Let's drop it. This as well. Drop trigger. So this trigger got dropped. And one more trigger. This is. Let's drop it. This trigger as well. drop trigger. So we dropped all the triggers now. Okay, perfectly fine. Now we can go and see the triggers. What are the triggers we have? Now let's see. So only one trigger we have now. Now let's execute it our statements now. Okay, then now go. Let's clear this. Now I try to insert one more record. Okay, insert is perfectly working. I want to delete the record. Delete is not firing. Okay, and let's see, you'll try to update something. I want to update into again same. So this is going to 8,500. So one row updated also happen. You can see the difference also. 7585 difference also. Now the thing is, delete is not working actually. So if you deleted the record, say what will happen? I deleted the record, the value is deleted. So what will happen? Once you deleted, then the trigger is going to fire. Okay, the trigger is going to fire, and immediately it is going to checking as deleted. The condition is going to fail. Understand? That is not a new dot ID, right? Old dot ID, then it will come. So if you are going to put in new dot ID, the condition is going to fail here. Got my point? The row itself deleted, how condition is going to true? It will not true. So that is the reason the delete statement is not working. Let's see in after trigger condition level, we're going to see how delete is going to work. Okay. Now let's go and see different examples. So now you people can explain me the next examples. So what will happen? See the now this can see world and new the references are not available for the table level triggers. Rather than you can use them for a record level trigger. So now record level triggers, we can old and new references will not work for the table level triggers. Only the column level, record level triggers will going to use it. Okay. If you want to query the table in the same trigger, okay, then you should use the after keyword only. So in the same table, if you want to query, you can use after keyword. The triggers is going to see here. The about trigger has been written in such a way that if it fires any delete or insert or update operation on a table, but you can write your trigger on a single record, will be deleted using delete operation on the table. Whenever a record will be deleted using delete operation in the table. But no, right? So this is not fire when we are going to trigger
But sir,
delete the state. Sorry.
but we are using the deleting statement, sir. The output will not display.
Right. The entire delete table. Okay, record. Okay, let's try that one. Correct. Whatever they said it into the column level, it will not going to fire. If you delete the entire table, let's see that. Let's see, entire table we're going to delete it. So delete. For each row they used it. So that is the thing I'm going to thinking. Delete table, table name. Three rows are deleted. Nothing is filed. Nothing
Sir,
is
when
filed.
change when condition, sir.
One second. Tell me, Sai, something you said. Change.
When condition, sir.
What when condition? What will going to change? The world dot ID.
Give R condition also, sir. All dot ID greater than 0.
I'm not getting you. Come again, Sai.
Using R also, sir. New dot ID greater than 0 or old dot ID greater than 0.
That examples will come. We'll see in next level here. Okay. Wait.
Okay, sir.
One second. So you can see some salary difference, update salary difference. Okay, these two things we already seen. But how delete is working, that still I'm thinking. So even see, they are also not going to showing. That's all. So there is no more other examples there. Right. Now 1 second. It went to top always. 1 second. So only one examples we have. So we can going to write it n number of examples now. So okay, that is not a big deal. So you can going to create. You can use it now. So different triggers you can use it now. So here we are using before, right? You can going to use it after also. Okay. So you can create after. So now after delete or insert or update on customers. Okay. So what we are going to do? Not only the salary change after update. Just I'm going to putting after update salary. Okay. Salary changes. Let's see. So now your trigger got created. Okay. So now you can go and perform your actions here. Okay. So this is the one. Now let's try to inserting. After inserting, trigger will going to fire. Now we will going to put it into number 6. Yes, one row is inserted. So now you can see one row is inserted. The old is 758, 1000 is the difference. And I tried to delete one record, number 6. Okay, the delete is going to affect it. the delete is, I think, not at all working. Let's see where. So let's roll back. Where ID equal to 6. So I tried to. So I tried to delete the fourth record. Okay. Even though the trigger is not fired here also. Okay, let's see that example first. What will happen here? It is so here for each row it will going to affected that new dot id greater than 0. This condition is always going to checking. So why only most of the cases insert is going to firing. How insert is going to firing means you try to insert a new record. Okay, so that is the reason the condition is the true, then it is going to firing. But now here, suppose now let's put it old dot id. Old dot id greater than 0. So what will happen? Let's see. Now old dot id means what will happen? The old id is going to condition is the true. Then I don't want to go for insert here. Old dot means. So the limitation is there. So when you are going to updating and deleting, these two things will going to execute. Now let's see. So what are the records we have? 2 records. I try to insert. Let's clear it. Even see other trigger also will fire. Even now, suppose I'm going to inserting. Okay, let's see the trigger. Okay, it should have to fire. Pooling frequency. You can see now why this difference is coming. Why? See, in this trigger we are not putting right insert, but still it is coming. Why it is coming? Give me a minute. So let's clear it everything. So I cleared here and I cleared here pooling. Let's go here. We can clear here also. Now let's go and insert to it now. So I try to delete that row number 6. So row is 6 is there. Let's delete the row 6. Now row is 6 is deleted. This pool is not coming. Okay. Okay, 1 second. So something it is not going to executing this. Now let's insert one record. No, it's not at all firing. See, sometimes this full output also not fire actually. So no, it is not going to fire. Turn on, turn off. Right, it's coming slowly. Okay, the pool seconds I put it one, right? It is coming slowly. So that two insert statement output is coming. Okay, even update also it will come. Okay. So what we people need to understand is always not only this one here. You can going to do it in different statements also. What we can do, suppose. So my example is I want to insert one record. Okay. Suppose I want to insert the data into the table as a IDs, sequence of IDs. How do you going to use that one? The thing is now we have a customers table, right? This customers table, whenever I am going to inserting into that table, I want to fire my IDs. How we will going to do that now? How we will going to do that? One second. What we use it? Is it a customer or customers? Okay, customers.
Customers
Okay.
we are using.
Now customers table is there. Okay. Yeah. Now I want to generate the sequence of ID. How I will going to generate the sequence?
Hello.
So I don't want to insert manually. I want to insert automatically my IDs. How I will going to do that? Tell me, anyone? The question is, so
Sir, voice breaker.
can you have a table? So our manager is coming and asking, you try to insert the IDs automatically interaction. I don't want to put. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello. Hello,
Hello.
sir.
మేబీ సారండి
సార్ వినిపిస్తుందా?
లేదు వినిపించడం లేదు.
Is it audible?
నౌ ఆడిబుల్.
Yes. So now what I'm asking is how to insert the customer IDs automatically without manual interaction.
Unique.
Unique you are going to using?
It's a
Yeah, tell me. I'm going to waiting actually.
maybe we're using unique.
Sorry, come again. Come again. See, first of all, did you people understand what I am asking? Right, Shirisha, are you understand what I am asking? Tell me first, what is that? What you want to do and how you are going to doing that?
Customer's ID will display the not manually. It's automatically generating sequence order, sir.
Okay. So you want to customer ID, you don't want to do inserting on manually. So instead of manual, so you want to do automatically, right? Okay,
Yes,
perfect.
sir.
So how do you going to do that now?
Using the unique queue
Why do you
customer
want
ID
unique
of
keyword? Okay, so now are you going to using unique queue? Unique queue? Unique keyword, what is the use of unique keyword? To generating your numbers, what is the use of unique here? Others, so try to speak out.
already ఉన్న వాటిని sequence.
Why, Kiran, you are keep on silent? Okay, so try to give me the answer. So hello.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, sir. Try to tell me. What it is there, sir? Nothing. You can going to create a sequence, right? Already I told multiple times. So create a sequence and put it in the trigger. What is wrong on that one? Already I discussed, right? So whenever you are going to inserting new record, create a trigger and put it into the begin and in between of end. Try to put your sequence statement. Select sequence statement. Automatically, when you are going to inserting your record into the table, so automatically trigger will fire. So try to do it, all of you. This is like an assignment, okay? And show me tomorrow. Is it fine? So try to do it row level statement level triggers also. Only going to put it create or replace trigger name. Okay. After update on customers, not for each. You can remove for each and then try. And remove the condition also you can try. Put and try it different examples and show me tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You got it right. So now you still is understand or not? Still you people understand or not? If you are not understand, let me know.
Yes, sir. Understanding, sir.
Tell me, Shirisha, how are you going to do that? If you people tell me, I will going to do it now. Create or replace.
Or replace.
Trigger. Trigger name is
Trigger name.
XX ITC some first ID sequence. First ID underscore sequence. Okay. When you want to fire this?
Before.
When you want to fire? Before insert. Before. Which one? Insert or update or delete? Insert.
Insert, sir.
Before insert. On which table? Customers table. You want to insert each row or only one record?
First, one record.
Why one record? What about second record? But if you insert one record, what about second record? You will going to insert hundreds of records, right? For each row.
We are using the row level trigger, sir.
Right, for each row. Then next.
Then
Begin, end. Okay. There is no condition. Why do you want to condition? Nothing, right? When you are inserting, you want to write the sequence, right? What is the first? What you need to do? First, what you need to do? You need to create your sequence, right? Yes or no? Create sequence. Sequence name is what?
Sequence name.
First ID sequence. Customer ID sequence.
Sequence.
Create sequence name. What is that next? Incremented by? Increment by 1. Okay, and start with 1. So now your sequence is created. Done. Your sequence is got created. What is that first sequence? Now your first sequence, what you need to do? Now in the beginning you need to put condition, right? When your sequence, how to going to write it? Sequence select sequence dot next value, right? Next value from dual. That's all. Got it? Is it correct or wrong? Correct or wrong? Where you kept into class? If what do you need to do? If colon new data of custody is null. is null, then this sequence is going to execute it. Ending. Got it now? Now your sequence is generated, but how are you going to store it inside? Somewhere you need to store, right? Into, yes or no? What is that? This is new dot your cust ID. This is the one. New dot cust ID. You can keep it. This is the what I'm going to expecting from your people. People are not responding. Done. Anything else now? Shall we going to execute now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so your yeah.
We're using the
What it
table
is?
name customers, but
Bad bind one second. Bad bind variable. Bad bind variable. So bad bind variable means it's a new dot cust ID we are putting, right? So this new dot cust ID we no need to put cust ID. Some variable you can going to declare it. Bad bind variable new dot cust ID we are trying to moving. So what we're going to do here? What is the next error? And if new dot cust ID.
Hello.
Yes. Some local variable we need, right? One second. Hello, now it's audible.
Yes, sir. Now audible.
Yes, Shirisha, tell me something you are asking.
hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me please.
Sir, we're putting the customers table, sir, but from dual.
No, we are going to executing that statement, okay? We are writing a trigger on customers table, but the sequence we are executing through the dual table.
Okay, sir.
Got it now?
Got it, sir.
So now, suppose
Hello, sir.
Not audible.
understand how it will be going to working. How we will going to now let's put it some variable. One second. If you try to execute, suppose if you execute like this way, it will work? No, it will not work. This is a PLSQL block. You need must and should into clause. So somewhere you need to store, right? So that how we will going to store it. Got my point? See, if you are going to store it into class of ln suppose some sequence number, you are going to do this and you declare this variable. But this value, how we will going to put into our table. Understand? Now see, suppose if I am going to execute like this way, it will execute. Like it will execute. But still,
Sir, we are not getting your voice.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, sir. Sir, it's audible, sir. Okay. Sorry. అంటే సారీకి రెండు మాట్లాడుతుంటే నేను సార్ అనుకున్నాను.
Okay.
hello, is it audible now?
Now audible.
Okay. So now what we will going to do, so invalid trigger specification. Right. So we need to use declare, right? So now you can going to, is it correct or wrong now? So still we have errors. What is this error? Bad bind variable new dot cust id. Right. What is cust id? There is no cust id, right? ID, right? Sorry. Actually, I did a mistake. Sorry for that. ID, it's not cust ID, right? Column variable is ID. Cust ID is our sequence we are putting. Yes or no? Where is this cust ID is coming, sir? In our table, there is no cust ID, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Simply, what you need to put? You need to put your just ID, not cust ID. Let me give me a second. Yes, give me a minute. So I try to change it and run it. So hello, is it audible right now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now new dot id. Okay, so now what we can do, now remove the sequence into colon new dot id. So this is the one we can going to do. Let's execute it. What is this error? So this is end if, right?
And if, sir.
Yeah. Okay, so you can see your trigger got created. Now how are you going to know your sequence is going to executing or not? Now what we can do, completely I will going to delete all the records. Okay, now all the records are deleted. So now I committed and now I try to insert the data. Now forget about now number. So now I try to insert not enough values. Okay, now 1 second. Now we need to insert the data into this table, right? So how do you going to insert the values into your table now? What is your here? Let's take some data, some Excel data you can take. Prepare some Excel data, okay, and ready for that data, then we will going to execute it. Fine. So what I'm asking is, open one Excel sheet, put it first one is ID, next name, age, address, and salary columns, and fill the some Excel data. ID, you can make it as a blank. Don't put any ID in Excel sheet. Got it? So all of you can going to ready for your Excel data. So let me, if you want, I can show it right away also, but I need some Excel data. Got my point? So let's go. Sorry.
ID, name, and what are the?
All the columns. What are the columns are there in the customers table?
Okay.
See, open your Excel sheet. In the Excel sheet, you can going to prepare your data. I will going to show you how. See now, first column is ID. Okay. Next is
Name.
Whatever the columns we have, we can going to keep it. That's all. Let me execute. Where is your select statement? Okay. So ID, name, age, address. Okay. ID, name. Okay. Sorry. So what I will do? Name. 1 second. Name. Okay. And then age and address. Okay. And
Salary.
last one is
Salary.
salary.
Yeah.
Right. Salary. Okay. Now ID I am leaving as a blank. Name some Kodeshwar. Okay. Age 32. Address Bangalore. Okay. Salary is 1000. Okay. So this is my data. So now what I will going to do, I save my data. Okay, so go to top. Now let's see, save as. My computer, new folder, DBS2. Okay, here it is CSV, comma separated value. It should be CSV file format, comma separated, delimited value. What I am going to put in? Customers data. Customers data. Customer data. You can save it. Okay. Perfectly fine. So it is saved. Then now let's cancel it. Let's see. Okay. Now go to Toad. Oh my God. So it's gone actually. 1 second. Fine. Now what I try to insert, I want to go and insert the data. Database. So try to look at all of you. Okay. Export, import. You can see importing the data, import table data. And yes, so table subject name is, what is the table name?
Customers data.
Customers table.
Yeah, you can see customers. This is the table. So, and show data, nothing it is. And execute the wizard. And it's a text file. It's XLS, .xls file, CSV format. And import. No. We don't need to import it. Okay, let's go into click on next. So Kiran, can you please mute yourself? 1 second. So it's XLS format. We are putting .csv format. Okay. Now let's go into here. DB2. See, we selected XLS, right? So that is the reason. Let's go back to the stage. Is there any .txt file, XLV, text file? Mm-hmm. 1 second. Let's save the data into different format. Yes. Where it is. So here we have XLS. Let me save my data into .xls format. .xls. .csv I put it, right? .xls we can use. Microsoft.xls. Save. Now let's try now. Execute wizard, Excel file, next, and then next. So you can going to choose your path there. So you got your Excel file, and next. First row you are skipping and followed by all things you are going to bring. So you can see here. So your data you can see now. Okay. ID is Nothing. You can map, auto map. Yes, data is mapped. Go back. From which row onwards you want to insert the data? I want to insert my data into the second row onwards. Okay, now it is mapped. All the columns is mapped properly. Next. Yes, ID is mapped A, name is mapped B, and next. Okay, next. So you can go into append. Yes, if it is anything append, then you can go into. Now you can go into customers data file. Yes. See, number of rows processed, rows are added. One row is added. Okay, done. Okay, your data is added. Now let's go and see the customers data. So now you can see your record. 1 Kodeshwar, 32 Bangalore. Okay, 1,000 salary. How one is coming now? Tell me. How that one is coming?
In PLSQL, we are using the sequence formation, sir.
Okay, sequence is there, but you are not going to execute a sequence, right? Are you executed a sequence?
No, sir.
So, but how it is one is coming? You are not used your sequence statement in select statement, right? Just I imported the data. But how one is coming? So hope you people all are understand. So we'll meet tomorrow also. So we'll see tomorrow packages and all.